Hello and welcome back to the Double Minority Report. I am Ravi.
And I am Rosie.
And if this is you listening for the first time, our podcast focuses on addressing issues that affect both the Black and LGBT community.
Correct.
In terms of politics, entertainment, media, music, just social, just everything. Just everything. Okay, so how have you been, Rosie? It's been a little minute.
It really has not at all been a little minute, but I have been good. Just working, what I'm saying? I'm back dating again, and I'm glad to be outside.
Now, wait, are you back dating? I didn't know you were not.
Because, I was dealing with someone, but not really dealing with them.
See, and I didn't know that was the case.
They let me, I was honestly playing games, wasting their time because, I wasn't on that anymore. But they were still kind of in my corner. You have that person that wants to be with you, but it's like a complicated issue. Anyways, that person realized that I was on my bullshit and they moved on.
Wait.
And I felt free when he told me he's moving on. It made me feel free, honestly.
Okay.
So I took that
as you knew, so why couldn't you free yourself? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Go ahead and free yourself. Because, you know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want someone in their corner? Who doesn't want that? And that's just I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be rude. I felt like if he was willing to work at it, then who was I to be like? Who am I to be like? Who
am I to judge?
You know what I mean? So I kept the peace. I felt like I was keeping the peace. But girl, he said he talking to somebody else. He moving on, and I was like, cool. And girl,
right?
I got 4 niggas back on the roster.
Back on. I gotta ask you about that because I meant to ask you about a couple of the ones that I know be in the lineup. And I forgot to ask you about that. That had crossed my mind before we started recording. That had crossed my mind. Oh, yeah, y'all.
How have you been, friend?
I'm wonderful. Well, I'm good. I have been going through some things, but they're things that are growth.
Yes.
I just finished the school year, so I'm officially off for the summer.
Oh yes, girl.
Turn up. I'm officially off for the summer.
Turn up time.
Yeah, so it's definitely turn up time.
Dang, when was the last day of school?
The last day of school was Friday. Oh, Wednesday. Wednesday for us.
School
yeah, my last day. Oh, I'm so glad they've done this. Because it's before Labor Day weekend. I remember having to take off Labor Day weekend.
You remember that and then come back tired as fuck?
I would be
up a substitute.
I'd be gone that Friday, that Monday, before Labor Day weekend.
We need to talk about the
wait, Monday is the holiday.
The attacker revealing why he attacked.
Oh yeah. We about to get
part
into
of the update.
We about to get into it. Oh, is that a new thing?
No, Dave Chappelle attacker. Sorry.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He revealed why he did what
he did.
My
goodness.
And I mean, me being the truth teller of the show.
No, the conservative, the audience is saying you the conservative
which is
host.
Hilarious. Is that not hilarious to you? You actually knowing me conservative?
It's hilarious, but you do be making me look to the left girl, what?
Not look to the left.
I be like, wait a minute, hold on.
That's a good joke. Look to the left.
Look to the left. Look, say neighbor.
Not neighbor.
Neighbor.
It'd be a lot going on.
Not today. I'm just getting some of my mama dashiki. This gives me. Remember when Congress was taking a knee?
And they all had. Was it all bandanas or?
It was like a African scarf.
It was
a headpiece.
Read the room. It was so terrible.
Look, we all over the pace. But I've been doing well. I just finished the school year and I am off for the summer, so I'm going to really focus on creating content, focus on doing all this other kind of stuff.
Getting back to your music?
Possibly getting back to my music. Okay. Listen, I was thinking about sharing a little rap that I did on my page the other day.
Okay.
I am a rapper, if y'all did not know.
Yes, a lyricist.
A lyricist. Now, I can write. Now, one thing I can write. Now,
no, you can't. Yeah,
my delivery might not always be there, but I can write.
The delivery be there.
Okay, so we're going to get into our topics, and we're going to start with
These mass motherfucking shootings.
Yes, mass. And I always, when I'm on a public platform, I have to remind myself I'm not on fucking TikTok.
And you can speak.
And I can speak. And I can say the words exactly as they come to my head. Because I was just on Station Head the other day and I was saying like unalive, YT. And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a whole censored language.
Yeah, it really is. Like TikTok got their whole unalive.
Child. So, which one should we talk about first?
The Buffalo.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Buffalo, then we're going to get into Texas.
This man had a whole manifesto.
That was published, that people read.
This nigga, this white man went live on, was it Twitch? The first few moments of this rampage.
And people were asking me, I don't know if it was my students or what, because I think I might have told my students, they was like, oh, where can I find that? Why would you want to see that?
Wow.
I don't know if it was my students, or maybe it probably was Twitter.
Wow.
Why would you want to see that?
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
It's just, I don't even know what to say because I don't want to be too raw.
Mm-hmm. And it's also kind of reminds me, that whole situation reminds me of that boy falling out of the ride here in Orlando.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like why would you want to see something like that on camera? Like see footage of people dying tragically.
Like real people dying. Like not even a movie, but like actual real death.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I so I was scrolling and I was scrolling and somebody posted this one clip saying and that
you clicked on it.
No, it was a clip because on Twitter they just play the clips. So saying that he had approached a white man who was on the floor and he was like, oh, please no. And he said, oh, you're fine. And kept moving. And that's exactly what happened in the clip.
This man had went to the store. Mind you, he wasn't even from that area, Kia.
Yeah, they said, well, how many miles? It was like a 2-hour drive or 1 hour drive?
It was like 100 miles, I want to say.
Okay.
I don't remember how long the drive was. He wasn't even from there, but he had been to the store before trying to case the joint out. And it's like, hindsight is a motherfucker. But there was a security officer that had like approached him and was like, what are you doing? Because he kept coming in and out of the store. And he had lied and said like he left his money in his wallet. But it's like, how evil. Okay, my thing is, he was doing it to, rid the earth of black people and shit. Yes. My thing is like, sir, you kill all these old people.
Right.
It's like, these people don't live their lives already. Yeah. Like, you're killing. It's like, it didn't even make sense. It's like.
It was just blatant racism. Like, just evil. Just evil.
Do you have to
racism.
Be? And it's just.
And he's still alive. He is still alive.
Now, the shooter that's not alive is a Hispanic.
Right. And when you say stuff like this, people will think like, oh, why are you bringing race into this, both of them? No.
I was watching the DL Hughley podcast, and they were saying like, did they kill, the Uvalde shooter, the Texas shooter, because he was Hispanic? And it's like, I mean, I don't know, because also the Parkland shooter is alive.
Yeah, the Parkland shooter is alive. A trend. The shooter who did
the theater.
The theater.
I'm seeing that these, and it's just
the shooter who did that at the church in was it North Carolina, South Carolina? Alive. All these white shooters alive.
And it's just so frustrating, girl. We got these politicians focusing on these motherfucking laws, this don't say gay shit, this abortion shit, but not worrying about what actually matters.
And that's what I said in my video. And people were saying, oh, you're taking this time to push an agenda. I'm not pushing. The agenda that I'm pushing is...
some agendas need to be pushed.
The agenda that I'm pushing is... They saying, oh, you pushing the LGBT... I'm not pushing a fucking LGBT agenda. The agenda that I am pushing is that our kids need more protection in schools. Gun control. That's the agenda I'm pushing. And it's like, people have so much cognitive dissonance. They don't have critical thinking skills.
Right.
They go to school and they sit in their English classes and say, well, when am I ever going to need this in life? And bitch, when you need it... you ain't using it.
It's so upsetting. It's so upsetting because when the information comes out about this shit, it's like, What is the FBI doing? Do you know that the Texas shooter girl, this man he acted like, he was like very violent. They said that he would like have these outbursts. At one point, he was like playing a game, you know, like how you play a game online. Mm-hmm. They said that he like spazzed out and said that he was going to get a fucking AR rifle and shoot up a school. You know, these motherfuckers be calling themselves, you know, as they should, being good patrons and good Samaritans. A motherfucker reported this man to the FBI. Uh-huh. How was this man not on some FBI list where when he tried to buy this gun after his birthday, why wasn't it flagged like, hey, sir, actually, you can't get this. Mm-hmm. Sorry, but you on this list where I can't. Oh yeah, I can't. But it's so
easy.
Like, what is now the FBI
they're saying
doing?
that he went through an illegal dealer.
They're saying it was an illegal dealer.
Yes, that's what I heard earlier.
But he bought it legally.
See, and it's so much.
18, he waited.
It's so much other things because they said he was on the no-buy list.
An 18-year-old can buy a fucking AR.
And why can't an 18-year-old buy? An 18-year-old can't even buy tobacco anymore.
Can't even buy. Kia, you can't even drink at 18.
Right, but I'm saying like tobacco, drink it like you. But you can buy an assault rifle. But you can buy
a whole assault rifle. America.
Yes. Like I went with my friend into a smoke shop the other day because my friend was picking something up. And they was like carding my friend. They was like, oh, we got to card people at the door. I said, for what?
At the dispensary?
Yeah.
Yeah, they card you right at the door.
Right. I was like, oh, okay.
But you can walk into that gun shop.
Yes. And it's no tea.
America is just, and they're literally, and you know, it's one thing to say like, oh, this only happens in America. But like, here, I've been doing so much research since this shit happened. And the numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie. Oh, I'm so glad you brought it up.
It's insane that this only happens in
America. So let's talk about Japan. Because I was just looking at this yesterday. In Japan, in order to get a gun, you have to take a 1-day class, pass a written exam.
Wow.
Go to the gun range, shoot, and have a 90 plus, I think it's even higher than 90%.
Show me that you can use this.
Show me that you can use this. Higher than that, 90% shooting average. When you can actually, and then they also do a psych evaluation.
Wow.
To make sure that
it's money.
Yeah, and it don't end there. When you actually do purchase the gun, they have a ban on assault weapons.
The type of guns that you can get.
Yes.
Because what the fuck do you need that for?
You either can get an air rifle that don't even shoot real bullets.
Come on, Japan.
Or you can get like, a small handgun. And then
I really like that.
When you have it in your home, you have to keep it separate. You have to keep the ammo separate from your gun.
Ooh, now that I have my ammo right next to mine.
Wait, girl, now you got. Okay, so you got to keep the ammo separate.
I had to get it after that man. Man tried to kill me, girl.
Oh yeah,
I had to get it.
Okay, so you have to keep them in separate locations, and the police do a yearly inspection.
Wow.
To make sure that you're following all of this. And Japan has the least amount, even if you buy a fucking sword, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, their culture is different because, their history and everything like that.
That's a good point to make.
Swords, even if you buy a sword.
It's the same thing.
But all the swords are in a registry. Like everybody knows who owns what sword, where they're being kept.
Why America cannot adopt these things as well?
Because they feel as though, it's our history. Our founding fathers said that we needed to have our Second Amendment right to.
Which is bullshit.
And antiquated and outdated.
And bullshit.
Just all the things.
It's such a joke. This literally only happens in America. And it's just like, child, these kids had to rub fake blood. Not fake blood. They rub real blood on themselves and act
Did I say fake?
dead.
Yeah, real blood. And
I was about to say fake blood.
Oh, blood. Yeah, real blood.
These kids are not even in 5th grade yet.
Yeah.
The trauma. And they're saying, he was bullied. He had a stuttering problem. I don't give a fuck.
No, he wasn't. There was a kid who went to school with him that did an interview and said...
They say he wasn't?
He was not a motherfucking bully.
Now, girls, I'm seeing some people saying that he was.
And he killed animals.
And he killed animals.
Yes. He said he was not bullied.
He had very erratic behavior. He was a very troubled... Because his parents are saying he was quiet. But I'm seeing friends that said that he was bullied. But he mostly kept to himself. But it's like, who the fuck cares? I'm so sick of that being used.
That being,
you know how many people were bullied.
Then they say like they blame this on everything else.
Yeah, they blame it on everything else.
Mental health.
Mental health is this, is that.
There was a video of Fox News where they came up with 50 on Fox News.